Hey, my name's Craig and you're watching FAMEBOOK. Now, my guest today has been there, done it all and got the postcard. The only thing is that what do you sit down with a person like me and have a conversation about when you've spoken about it all, done it all, written it all and lived it all? We're going to find out just that with my guest for today, the one, the only, the stunning Gouthami. She is the ultimate female star. Tall, charming and drop-dead gorgeous. From the start of her career to this day, there aren't many people or otherwise who've not taken pause with wide eyes and melting hearts whenever she'd make an appearance on screen. Presenting the cool, the classy, the one, the only Gouthami. Making her Tamil film debut in Guru Shishyan opposite superstar Rajnikanth, she has since acted in movies in all 4 languages of the South: Telugu, Tamil, Kannada and Malayalam. From the late 80s to the mid 90s, she held strong sway over the South Indian cinema industry. She was pitted against some of the truly talented actors of yesteryear and still holds her own. Gouthami is easily the true essence of versatility. She's an actor, a costume designer, an anchor, all rolled into one. She's made sure she won the fight against breast cancer, and she's a mother too. She happily helps any actor with tips who are ready and yet to make a mark for themselves in the industry. And she never fails to talk about the man who supported her when she needed it the most, Mr. Kamal Hassan, whom she refers to as the one and only icon. When a person has acquired achievements as high as my guest, you gain a status that is beyond icon, beyond legendary. And I don't know what that is because there isn't actually a name for it. It's just someone who knows how to speak her mind but yet remain coy, which is a very difficult quality. Now we have Gouthami, my guest. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Very well, thank you. It's lovely to be here.
My pleasure. My first question. Everybody who is anybody in the industry, as soon as they see you, will go Gouthami madam, Gouthami ma'am. They get confused with what to call you. What is it like? I mean, you sit down and when someone comes up to you and keeps calling you ma'am or madam or tries to put a tagline to your name, how does that make you feel?
It feels nice. It feels very good, you know, because I recognize that it is an accolade that is given of respect. And I really appreciate that. And as far as being called ma'am and things like that, took me aback in the beginning. But then now I realize, hey, I do have that seniority because in my mind, I am just me. I'm the same person I was, you know, when I was a kid, growing up, coming into the industry, whatever, all the different stages of my life, I'm just me. So when I realize people's perceptions of me are changing and, you know, suddenly they say ma'am and this and that, I say, oh, not bad. You know, I mean, that, I think for me that is a kind of an indication of progress that one has made in life. It's not about getting older or whatever. I think it's a great achievement to get older.
You've had the pleasure of working with the biggest names in cinema at the time when cinema, specifically Tamil cinema, was noted for its experimental procedures, if you can call it that, or wonderful storylines and plot lines, and you know, nobody knew how the ending was going to be. And what was it like? I mean, like you said, you were just starting out and then you're suddenly faced with the likes of Sivaji Ganeshan and Kamal sir and Rajni sir, and you're there with these people and you're acting alongside them as an equal. What was it like?
Well, it was the most amazing experience. And that's why I love it. I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't be anywhere else.
யாருங்க இது கூட படிச்ச பானு
பானுமதி.
I used to work about 18 hours a day. I would have makeup on my face, but 18 hours a day at least. I would do 3 shifts, 4 shifts. People just had to call and say, oh, we have this thing, I have to finish it. No problem, I'll go. I'm already committed to 2 shifts. No problem, I'll do a 3rd shift after that. So my parents tried for a while to tell me, you know, like, you should take it easy. Then I didn't know what to do with myself otherwise. I was just a workaholic completely, and I was glorying in this, you know. It was fantastic. Every day was new, every day was different. So many people, so many new experiences, something new to discover every step, every day. So it's absolutely amazing, absolutely wonderful.
साथ जिएंगे, साथ मरेंगे, रोमी राधा अमर रहेंगे. लेकिन उसने ये चिट्ठी लाल स्याही से क्यों लिखी है?
लाल स्याही नहीं है, उसने अपने खून से लिखी है चिट्ठी.
तुमने भैया को दिखाया?
ज्योति, भैया जितना मेरे लिए कर सकते थे वो उन्होंने कर दिया.
तो क्या रास्ता है अब?
अब मैं अपना रास्ता खुद ढूंढूंगा, अच्छा बुरा या बहुत बुरा.
रोमी?
When they yelled cut, what was it like? I mean, I'm not talking about the fact that, you know, you're working with these people. As I said earlier, you're working with them as equals. When you guys were done, did you sit and say, Gouthami, this scene, you know, you should like lift your eyebrow a little bit? I mean, these people, advice is not advice when it comes from them. It's improvement. And...
No, it's learning.
Yeah.
See, because the thing is, it's good you're asking this question. Because the first time, I always had a sense of dissatisfaction right from the beginning, because I kept thinking, I shouldn't be doing my makeup this way. I shouldn't be performing that way. There should be a different way. There should be a better way. We do this right from makeup, from hairstyles, from the way you do your eyebrows, from the way you braid your hair, to the way you tie your sari. It's all a particular mold, because this is what has worked for the last 40, 50 years. So I kept thinking, no, this is not right. You know, there has to be something of me in this, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to go about it. And the first time I had a breakthrough was when I was doing Apurva Sahodarigal. And I remember we were doing a test makeup, and Kamal sir was doing the test makeup. He did it, I think, for pretty much everybody. And I went with a clean scrubbed face. And they were doing photographs, and we were doing the costume trial and all of that. And I was watching the entire process, because just the very concept that you could go about creating a character from the ground up like this was absolutely fascinating to me. That's where I think the individuality started spinning off. And that was really what made it interesting for me.
என்னாச்சு? ஃபாரின் வண்டி நீங்க?
எந்த ஒரு வண்டியா இருந்தாலும் ஓட்டுறதுக்கு பெட்ரோல் வேணுமா?
பெட்ரோல்? அது கூட பார்க்க வந்துட்டீங்களா?
நீ என் பக்கத்துலயே உட்கார்ந்து இருந்தியா? முக்கியமான விஷயத்தெல்லாம் பார்க்காத உன்னையே பார்த்து நின்னுட்டேன்.
ஜோக் அடிக்காதீங்க. இப்போ எப்படி வீட்டுக்கு போறது?
நான் ஒரு அரை மணி நேரம் 1 மணி நேரத்துல ஏதாவது வண்டி பாஸ் ஆகும், ஏறி போடலாம், கவலைப்படாத.
அது வரைக்கும்
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break right now. We've got a whole lot more to discuss. You guys stick around and don't go anywhere.
But I'm never the kind of person who's satisfied with anything, in the sense that I'm not dissatisfied. But for me, it's always about setting my own benchmark and then working towards it.
I'm not being kind, I'm being realistic. I'll tell you why. And this, I'm going to say this on camera. Kamal sir is going to kill me later, but you're going to have to protect me.